Okay, this is to help with the scoreUp AP free response practice question dealing with arrays done in CodingBat again. And basically the idea is we have to score an exam based on an answer key and then the answers that the student gave. And you can see the scoring directions here. There definitely are tests. I don't know what tests do this, but I remember taking tests like this where they take a point off if you get it wrong, but if you're not sure and leave it blank, then you just get like a 0 for it. So that's kind of the idea. It's a different scoring thing that we have to do based on the key and the answers. So just to make a little bit, help make some sense of it, I'll go over one of the examples they have here where they do, they check. So basically, you can go through and you only need one index because they say these are the same length. So you can just have I line up on the same spot in the two arrays, and then we check if the positions i's are equal, and if they are, then you increase score by 4, right? And then we'll just move I over. Sorry that didn't stay together. And then this case, they are not equal, so we lose a point in that case. Now we're down to 3, and then just move them over again and say, okay, those are equal, so we get 4 points for that. Now we're up to 7, and then move it over one last time and say, okay, these ones are not equal, so we're going to lose a point. And so then we're going to turn our total here of 6. Right, so we just keep updating score and then return it at the end. The other part to mention is if, say, they had put a question mark as their answer here, then this would have stayed 7, right? If that was actually a question mark, then they wouldn't have lost a point, and so we would just return 7. So that's kind of the tricky part. Is when I first did this, I kind of started off with like if they're not equal. Let's say the two things are not equal, and actually I should use dot equals. But if basically if they're not equal, right, then I took away a point, but that's not right because B would not be equal to question mark. So that has to come first in the if, is checking if it's a question mark. If you check if they're not equal first, then anytime they do a question mark, they're going to lose a point when they shouldn't, right? So you have to make sure your if is in the right order. And so I think the best thing to start with is if it's a question mark, then you don't really have to do anything, which is kind of a weird way to do the if, but I think that needs to be in there to make it work correctly. Okay, so you can either check if they're equal or if it's a question mark, then you don't do anything. I suppose you could say if it's not equal to a question mark too, that'd be a way you could lose point. Maybe that's a better way to do it. So if they're equal, gain 4 points. And then if it is not a question mark and not equal to the correct answer, then take away a point. Okay, otherwise do nothing, right? You don't even need the final part of that because you add 0 if it's a blank answer. Okay, so let's do this. So we need an int that tracks the score. We're going to start off at 0. And then we're going to loop through just like I talked about. So we do this a ton. We do for int index equals 0, I is less than either one. So either the key dot length or the answers dot length, because they're the same length, it really doesn't matter. So basically we're going to do if the key at position I matches. Oh yeah, and I do have to do dot equals because these are strings. If you look back up here, they're strings. So dot equals answers position I. Then I want to increase score by 4. Okay, and then I want to do else if they're not equal. So I'm just going to do the same thing with just a not in front of it. I'm missing one there. So I'm going to do not, right, if they're not equal. And, right, and if the answer is not equal to question mark. Because if it's question mark, I don't want to take away a point, right? This one's going to be taking away a point. Right, so I'm going to do not equals a question mark. So if it's not the right answer and it's not a question mark, then they should lose a point. the score minus equal 1. Okay, and then, we don't have to do the 0 case. So if it is question mark, we don't have to worry about that because you don't increase or decrease the score in that case. And then once the for loop is done, then I return score. And hopefully I got a little worried I didn't get these to match up right, but not equal the right answer and not equal to question mark, then we lose a point. Okay, let's give it a whirl here and see. Looks pretty good. So the if is a little bit complex here, and there's more than one way to structure it. You could have 3 cases. When I originally did this, I did if it's equal, then if it's a question mark, don't do anything, else it must be wrong and take away a point. So in some ways, it kind of makes sense to almost have 3 paths because 3 things could happen: gain 4 points, lose a point, and then gain a 0. But we can get away with it here because gain a 0 doesn't really change the score. So a few different ways to structure it, but hopefully that helps you. Good practice. This is, again, taken basically from a sample AP question from previous years. All right, fire away if any of that didn't make sense.